All right, so
I've never seen that done before. My first one I seen that one. That was a good one though. You justify your price and you're saving your money.
here's what I want. Here's
Start
what
using that. That's a fucking good one.
Dustin, what I want you to do is I'm going to go and ask you to buy a car. Okay? Say, no, Steve, you ain't changed that payment from the internet. So I'm going to go through my first justification, which is going to be a referral, a reference back to the conversation we had about pricing earlier. And I'm going to close you again. And by the way, this is what I found amongst every salesperson that did this morning. They talk and talk and talk and talk and they never reclose. They don't ask the customer to buy a car nearly often enough. Okay? A couple of them, in fact, all of them had a good idea of what to say. There wasn't a dumbass amongst them, but they kept talking and talking and never asking the customer to buy a car again. They talked right through the close, multiple times. All right, so I'm going to close you again. You're going to go, no, read my lips. I want a bigger discount. And then I'm going to go, in fact, say something like, I saw another one online that I think was a little bit cheaper. Gina this morning said, oh, well, how come you can discount some trucks $3,500 and this one's only $2,100 discounted? Just come up with another discount objection. And then I'm gonna either I'll use something. It'll just really depend on what you say to me. And I'm gonna close you again. And I want you to notice how quickly I reclose. Because as soon as I get done, I ask him to buy a car. My thought being, if he ain't buying what I've got to say, he's gonna let me know. But if I don't ask him to buy a car again, he ain't gonna buy a car again. And then give me another objection, and I'll go through. I'll probably use something from Motor Trend to create additional value. And then if you want to object again, and you can, by this time it'll be about 4 o'clock. What I'll do is I'll go through the price equation. Okay, I think I've showed this to you guys in the past, but it never seems to stick, and maybe it's because I don't do it slow enough. But it's a great way to help a customer see what a good overall investment that they've got with one of your vehicles. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is have the conversation that I would have had earlier with you. Okay? All right, Dustin, before we go check out the vehicle you came in to see, a real quick question. When's the last time you bought a car?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. Dustin, when you bought that car, did you have to negotiate with the car dealer to get yourself a good price, good discounts?
No.
You didn't? Tell me how that happened.
Just did all my research online when they really made it easy.
Oh, okay, very good, very good. So you basically done the same thing right here, haven't you? All right. You probably already know this, but we don't even price our cars anymore. All right, third-party software does. By the way, if we hadn't had a really good price, would we be having this conversation? We weren't the only website you went to, were we? No. Guys like you have changed the business for guys like us. Okay? The back and forth negotiation, that's all gone. All right? In order to attract a guy like you, we've got to put a superbly pre-discounted price on our website. Or our phones don't ring, email inboxes don't fill up, nobody shows up. Because, again, if our price hadn't been attractive, you'd be somewhere else, wouldn't you? All right, well, I tell you what, this gives us time to do what's job one, and that's make sure you came in to see the right truck. Let's go check it out. Okay, boom, there's that. Now, fast forward, hour and 15 minutes later. All right, Dustin, there's going to be no surprises here. The price that brought you in is going to be exactly the same price you see on the other side of this piece of paper, but I want to remind you about a couple things. You're not just getting an awesome truck. By the way, first choice of color, right? Truck equipped just the way you said it had to be equipped, right mileage. All right, don't forget, please, it comes with a comprehensive warranty, 6 months, 7,500 miles. It's Motor Trend certified. Had to pass the inspection to get this. You're going to get 1 year of key replacement. You're going to get 1 year of paintless dent repair, which means we're going to drive down your cost to own. And what did I tell you that we would do if after a couple days you decided it wasn't the right truck?
Exchange it out.
Exchange that sucker. And I told you it was impossible to do something here at Reichert, and you even looked at me like I had 4 eyes, but I showed you how it works, and it is impossible to pay us too much, because if you find the same truck, same benefits anywhere else on the planet, what will we do? What will we do?
Cut me a check for this.
There you go. All right. Look, we have discounted this thing $2,106. All right, that's what it took you to get you here. You've got the highest payment anybody in Ohio will show you. And the reason we're showing it to you is because it is the most economical way for you to purchase this vehicle. This payment right here is a short-term payment. You end up with a truck with no payment sooner. You end up paying fewer finance charges, and I'll tell you exactly how much in a few minutes. And you also have the freedom to trade or sell sooner if you so desire. But you know what? If you want a more comfortable payment, you can go all the way up to 60 months. The payment is way, way less than this payment over here, but it's also more flexible because you can gain many of the same benefits you do here. You just pay it off early in your own time frame. No prepayment penalty. Right here, best of both worlds. Payments slightly less than it would be here, slightly more than it would be here. You pay fewer dollars in finance charges. You drive a truck without a payment sooner, and you can trade it sooner. Do me a favor, put a check mark by the one that works for you. Okay, that right there. We'll get your new Sierra ready for delivery.
Steve, realistically, down the road, there's the same exact GMC, with about the same miles on it, same color, same trim, roughly for about $1,000 less. If you guys can do $1,000 less, I'll just do business with you.
Dustin, the fact that you would try to work me for an additional discount is evidence that you are a perfectly normal human being. Okay, in fact, if you hadn't, I would have considered there'd be something wrong with you. I can appreciate that, it's not a problem. However, there may be a lot of other trucks out there that look similar to this, but make no mistake, when you look at the minutia, when you go line by line by line by line, all the different equipment packages that this one has, that you said the vehicle had to have, you're going to find that there is no other truck out there with similar miles, similar condition, with exactly the same equipment for $1,000 less. Because if there were that truck, Dustin, you'd already be there. Now, quick question. Anything else you'd like to add to this before you take delivery, or is it perfect the way it sits?
No, but the $1,000 off, that's one of the main things we need to talk about. Because
Okay.
like I said, some of the options were good, some I could do either with or without, but if I could get for the $26,499, we'll go from there.
Okay. Hey, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Look, you can find similar trucks out there for less money. I know you can. In fact, we could both turn to my computer screen here. We could probably find 15 or 20 similar trucks. Okay, they're not going to be exactly the same. And here's what they're definitely not going to be. They are not going to be Motor Trend certified. Okay, they're not going to come with a comprehensive warranty. They're not going to come with paintless dent repair. They're not going to come with key replacement. By the way, both of those, remember, are good for a year, and you've got the option to extend those coverages too. You're not going to find another truck that's going to be exchangeable. All right, when you go to a car dealership and you buy a truck, you're stuck with it, except when you come to Reichert. And look, if you want to have some fun, go ahead and take delivery of this. Go home, park yourself in front of a computer and spend the next 240 hours looking for similar trucks with similar benefits. And if you can find one for $1,000 less, you don't have to go through this headache. Just show us the ad and we'll cut you a check back for the difference. I need your okay right there so we can get you on your way.
But here's my question, like with the Motor Trend Certified Advantage you're just talking about, how much, I mean, I know it doesn't cost me anything, but how much does it actually cost the dealership? Why don't you guys just take the price of that off?
You know, that would be really nice, except there's something called a federal law which will not allow any dealer to take a limited warranty off a vehicle. Okay?
Understandable. So if I were to do it, the 60 months, or actually even the 48, if I put the $3,000 down, keep me in the 580s, do that, Ken.
Right here, $3,000 down, 580s. You mean just drop the payment, just drop the price $4,800? That shouldn't be a problem at all. I tell you what, you're actually going to pay about $480 a month for this vehicle. Okay? Now, this is going to sound like a riddle, but it's not. You're going to write a check. If you do by the way, when you do the 48-month loan, you save yourself an additional $1,200. So you were looking for $1,000. I just gifted you with $1,200. Okay? But look, sorry, you're going to write a check for $700 times 48. Okay? But you're not going to pay $700. You're going to pay probably a little bit less than $580 for it. Now, sounds like a riddle. Look, what happens when you make this 48th payment?
Oh, I own it.
You own it. What comes back in the mail?
Title.
A title. Okay? So here's what's going to happen. You're going to write a $700 check. All right? You're going to sign it. You're going to send it to a lender. And what you don't want to do is have that lender keep all the money, and they're not going to. Look, everybody knows trucks depreciate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but what not everybody knows is there's a savings element to every truck payment you make. This is a $30,000 truck for all intents and purposes. Dustin, when this title comes back to you in 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
what's that $30,000 truck going to be worth?
How many miles are on it now?
21,000.
21,000. In 4 years, the way that I drive, the truck's going to come back roughly about 16,000.
Okay. So, you've got a $16,000 piece of paper, okay, in the form of a free and clear title. Now, you have a telephone on you?
Yeah.
Divide 16,000 by 48.
$333.
You know what the $333 represents?
Is that what I'm paying myself?
That's what you're paying yourself every single month. And if you take the 700 and you subtract 333, what's that give you?
$367.
Your net payment, Dustin, is $367 for this gorgeous truck. I need you to okay that right there.
But can I actually